Tamagoyaki. Let me just explain the food first. So tamagoyaki. I don't speak Japanese, so if I butcher the pronunciation, I'm sorry. Tamago means egg. So and yaki means it's the type of food that you pan fried and usually into a cake form. So like takoyaki, that's taco means calamari, so like calamari yaki. So you will see a lot of yaki like in when you're looking at when you go to Japanese restaurants. So that's what it means, like something you pan fry and almost into like a cake form. And today we're making tamagoyaki, so it means egg yaki. And you're like, what is that? But if you went to a Japanese restaurant, you all seen it. It's something like this. It's the egg that go on top of a sushi a lot of time, but it's actually really easy to use. It's really easy to make, and it's really common in Japan for them to have it as like a lunch, or they will put it in bento, so like they can bring it to work, bring it to school, something really easy that they can whip up in no time. And as you can see, sometimes they also serve it in restaurants on top of sushi. Okay, so but that's our protein today. I'm also going to be making a really simple salad, Asian salad, I don't know, but that's just how I usually do it with broccoli salad, because I don't like to eat broccoli raw. That can be like, I don't know, if you have kids that doesn't like to eat broccoli, you can give this a try. But I have cauliflower today. I already washed it and cut it into small pieces. Okay, so I'm going to boil them first. So I already started my water in the bag as usual. Just going to make it boil even more, bring up the temperature again. And then over here I have eggs for my egg yaki, oil, salt, and if you want you can also use soy sauce. Okay, and also sugar. That's right, I almost forgot about sugar. You can add a little bit of sugar to it. In the more traditional Japanese way of making it, a lot of time they will make it sweet. So funny thing, on my honeymoon I went to Japan. We actually had the traditional tamagoyaki, and it's sweet, and I'm like mind blown, like, wow, why is this sweet? It's egg, but it's sweet. It's really good, but it's sweet. So it's like one of those like culture shock moment. So it's really up to you. If you want to add like cheese to it, it's totally fine, go for it. If you want even savory, you can even chop some green onion and add into it. There's no limit on how you want to do it, okay? But mine, I like to add a little bit of soy sauce and just a tab of sugar, so it's not, so there's layers in the flavor. Okay, so you don't have to go with the traditional one. Yeah, but when COVID is over and we are allowed to travel, if you ever go to Japan or if you've been there before, you can definitely give it a try. It's a fish market in Tokyo, and they are known for their tamagoyaki, and they will put it on a stick and then you can eat it like a hot dog. It's really cool. Okay, all right, so that's going. I'm just going to crack the eggs, and I'm using, you do need to use quite a lot of eggs, so because it's not going to hold the form if you only have 1 or 2. 3, I think I heard it's the minimum that you can do, but I'm using 5 today, just so I can do hopefully 2 and show you guys what it actually looks like. And I'm just cracking them inside. Alright, so really quickly you want to, just whip them. You don't want to separate everything to, like, you still want to see egg yolk and egg white. You don't want to mix everything way too together because you still want that layer. Or you don't have to. It's not mandatory. But I just heard that it's sometimes going to make it a little prettier. But I'm going to show you what I mean. So just a simple whisk. So you might be able to see that my egg yolk and egg white is kind of semi-formed together, but some of my egg white is still there, so you can see it. And just a little bit of salt. But I'm not going to add too much salt because I'm adding soy sauce. So that's why. Soy sauce, and that's really going to change the color. Not too much, nothing too crazy. Alright, and what I like to do when I'm frying my egg, I think I might have mentioned last time, is I like to add a little bit of oil to my egg mix just because it prevents it from sticking and you can use a lot less oil. Just give it a little whisk. Side while we bring this one over. So this video is going to be quite short because this doesn't take long. It's coming up to a boil. I'm just going to put my cauliflower in right now. Cauliflower and broccoli doesn't take that long to cook, so it's perfect for days like this. Especially it's hot recently, so I just want a little bit salad. And we're not making our own dressing or salad dressing today, so you can use whatever you prefer. If you want a little bit ranch, if you want like whatever. But I have my own salad dressing at home, and I feel like it works really well. And my broccoli, my cauliflower is purple today. Isn't that pretty? You do want to use clean water for this. Or just like filter water for this, because we're going to eat it. So if you are not in the habit of drinking tap water, you wouldn't be. You would want to use your filter water. But if you're usually just tap water person and you are like, oh, it's fine, then go for it. Because they're going into a nice ice bath afterwards. I'm actually going to monitor my cauliflower right now instead of showing you guys how to do a tamagoyaki because that cooks really fast. And the good thing about this cauliflower broccoli salad is that you can do meal prep for it. That you can cook a lot of it. You can do like 3 or 4 heads of broccoli and then just put it in the fridge. Without adding your salad dressing, and then when you need it, then you can take it out and then eat it like that, because it's going to be nice and cold for you. Okay, but you do want a nice ice bath for them. You don't want to just throw it in the fridge, because that way the flour is going to continue cooking inside and it's going to turn yellow, or I don't know what color it will turn into because it's purple now. So, but it's going to turn to a weird color. Once it's boiled, then you can carefully bring it to the sink and take out the excess water. It doesn't take long to cook. Alright, so I got rid of all my water. I'm going to move this away again and just put it in the ice bath. I think I made it like 2 weeks ago, and then I made it for grandma because it's been so hot. So I'm like, oh, I don't want anything warm. So I made this, and they're like, oh my goodness, this is so good. So I've been making it like 3 weeks straight because people are demanding for this dish. So that's why I decided to show you guys. And hopefully hopefully now, you know, people can make it themselves. It'll be a lot easier because it's super duper easy. Again, you can use cauliflower, whatever color that is. I just so happen to have the purple one. And then you can also use broccoli. That also tastes awesome. They're kind of in the same family anyways. I wouldn't recommend you to do this to any leafy vegetable because they cook even faster and they wouldn't have the same crunchiness to them. So we just want the cauliflower to stay in this ice bath for a little bit so they stop cooking completely and then they cool down. Okay, so I'm gonna set it in the back so we don't spill them. Stay there, right? All right, so now moving on to my tamagoyaki. Okay, I'm going to turn on the stove. I think the English translation a lot of time you will see is Japanese style omelet, which I mean I guess it's kind of like omelet. All right, we're going to add a little bit of oil to it. Just spread up. In Japan, I think you might be able to find it in states as well. They actually have a very rectangle shape of pan just for tamagoyaki. But I mean, it's not like I do it all the time, and it makes no sense for me to just buy that just to make this dish. So use your round one, it's fine. You don't have to go through your trouble. You can just cut off the end and it's going to be the same result anyways. Okay, so we're going to spread out the oil a little bit. And you're going to get a spoon. I like to use a measuring spoon just so it's easier for me to use. I'm using the 1/3 cup. But use whatever spoon that you want. Okay. I'm going to keep my oil handy just in case I need to add more. And I am not eating all 5 eggs, okay? This is for 2 people, and then if I have any leftovers, I have guests coming over tonight. So that's why. And then we're going to turn down the pan is pretty hot right now. You want to cool it down a little bit. Yes. Kind of like how you will make pancake. Okay. Cool it down. And then what you want to do is to just turn it. Wrap it. See that? You can use a tongue, you can use a spatula, whatever works for you. Okay? So you make it like a little omelet. Yeah. Oh, my spoon for it. And then what you want to do is you want to add more egg. And just roll it. Spread it out again. And as it cooks, you just turn from this side, the side that's already cooked, right? So you want to turn it again and push it back. So it's kind of like a rolling, keep rolling and rolling. Okay, we're going to do one more. We can probably do 3 or 4. So it's actually going to be really cool if you want to do like a sushi night, like for your kids, and you're like, I don't want my kids to eat anything raw, or you don't want to go through the trouble. This is a really good alternative that you can do. It's going to be really easy to make as well. Okay? So it's going to grow bigger in size. And my cat is staring at me at this point. She's my only audience today. My husband has to work. So she's making sure I'm cooking. But she's really good at waiting, right, Picha? Just do the same thing. It would be easier after a little bit to, but again, my pan is hot. I'm just keeping the same temperature. I'm not adding more flame to it, okay? So I actually turned down the flame by a lot. Just want, kind of like you don't want to burn your, what's that called? You don't want to burn your pancake, right? And you can add cheese in it as you roll them if you want, or if you, but again, it's not the traditional way to do it, but you know what? It's your kitchen. Do whatever you want, right? It doesn't look pretty now, but trust me, once we cut it open, it's going to be amazing. Okay, I'm just going to make sure the inside. Ooh, I forgot. I usually no. All right, so I'm gonna make another one. So if you didn't see that one well, you can pay attention now. The first row is always the hardest. You instead of from this way in, it will be a lot easier if you go from you toward outside. Just going to flip it over. A little pocket, and it's going to grow bigger. Every country, every culture has their own very unique egg cuisine, like egg, how they cook egg, or omelet. In Taiwan, we also have our own omelet, so it's pretty cool. Well, maybe next time I'll show you guys how to do that. But our omelet, it's mainly we eat it as breakfast. It's kind of like American omelet, but the Japanese kind of lots of time they will do it for like lunch. They will put it in children because it's sweet, right? So a lot of time they will put it in children's lunch box with rice and all the other goodies. And it's really pretty in color, so it's perfect for little kids. It's not too hard. I can do another roll with it. Going to let it set a little bit. Some rolling. Uh-oh. Oh no. This one is tricky, but I'm going to let it set a little bit more so it's easier. Here we go. Okay. One more. Last row. Tamagoyaki. The name is so cute. Because as the egg cooks, it's going to stick to the layer before. So it's going to have a layer effect. So it's not going to fall apart because they're sticking together. And I'm going to turn it off. I'm just going to make sure it cooks inside as well. kind of my homemade style tamagoyaki. Again, in like a very more traditional or in the Japanese family, they might have like a rectangular one, so the shape is not going to be like awkward. Mine is going to be awkward because I don't have that, and I don't planning to buy that because I don't cook this that often. Alright, but I am going to show you guys what it looks like inside. Okay, just let me get my cutting board. Alright, so let me just show you guys what I mean. Okay, so only the end you can probably chop it off. Just make your own rectangular shape. And then you cut again. Ta-da! I'm gonna cut more and then I'll bring the whole thing up to the camera so you guys can see it. So you want to cut them. Cut. Oh, it's nice and pretty. Oops. I am going to test this. Okay. And I'll cut this one too. Oh, it's hot. Let me just make it more presentable for you guys. And the taste, let me see. I usually go for the end piece because then they're not as pretty. It tastes like eggs, but it's really good. Okay, that's that. Then moving on to our cauliflower. There's really nothing to explain over here because you just take them out. You can use to drain them, or you can be lazy and just use chopsticks and pick them one at a time. Just make sure you got rid of all the water. Oh, for the tamagoyaki, you can also add a little bit of like mayonnaise or dressing on top if you want to go for like a more flavor. But you don't have to. I mean, it's egg. Egg is good by itself. So if this weekend, if you actually want to try a little bit different stuff for your breakfast instead of sunny side up or instead of scrambled egg, give this a try. I mean, if it doesn't succeed the first time, it's fine, right? You can still eat it. It's egg. It's not just because you didn't succeed. Just because you fail, like in making like a pretty shape, doesn't mean it's not edible, right? Just probably not Instagram worthy. Just add your choice of salad dressing on top. Okay. I got this from Costco. It's really good. I don't know if they have it anymore, but it's kind of like a sesame sesame dressing. So if you want, you can. I mean, any major brand store should have like a more Asian kind, but if you don't like that, you can always use just regular ranch, and those are good too. No one, you can use whatever salad dressing you want. Okay. All right, and we are all done, and I have my rice over here, and that's gonna be my lunch today, guys. So I have my vegetables and my protein, and it's gonna be lunch for two. It's not just gonna be me. Grandma is gonna share this meal with me. It's just the two of us today. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.